pretty sweet. Wow.
So, what is going on today?
Yeah, well, today we are fixing the issue with my floor in one of the rental properties. The floor of this bedroom, we wanted originally to go for with laminate, but that laminate I bought for a very cheap price. And the clicking system didn't work. So now we decided to go ahead with tiles and paper clips. What a great idea, John.
Yes, I wanted a nice tight gap between each of the tiles.
Yep.
And I also wanted something that I could use afterwards for something useful.
So
I didn't use the little plastic things that people use. I just bought some paper clips. And
nice
them
idea.
As my spacing.
Nice idea. Well, that's very
Thank
good. Is it
so
okay
the moral
if we
of the
take
story is with the laminate is cheap laminate is a false economy, because not only is the clicking system cheap, nasty, and they change it every 2 or 3 years, so then that way if you damage one, you can't just go and buy one pack and then replace one of the pieces. You end up having to replace the whole floor because they deliberately change the clicking system every few years and redesign it so they're not interchangeable. And not just that, the cheap ones that we were using, the clicking system is intentionally difficult to click together. So you end up damaging the edge of the laminate and then needing to use extra packs. So it no longer ends up being cheap, it ends up being expensive laminate because you end up having to buy more of the stuff.
Absolutely.
Whereas these tiles, these were seconds quality. So there's a few minor little flaws and chips.
One of
places.
these tiles that are second quality, and sometimes they have chipped corners, chipped edges, or a chip on the surface, or some scratches on the surface. But overall, they're quite good looking.
But
Especially if you find the perfect space for the chip ones, so that the chip ends up being underneath an edging, and the rest of the tile is in a perfect condition, and the chip will never be touched and stepped on because of the edging being right above it, then it's perfect.
I'm just going to do some scraping.
While waiting.
Yes, as Yana was saying, if you can put them in a place where the little chip is hidden or not that prominent, then it ends up not mattering anyway.
Yep.
And it seems that these packs were actually, they didn't have lots of them that were that damaged.
Exactly.
So we're working very well. Unfortunately, the wall in this property is not perfect straight, so I'm having to compensate a little bit with the spacing of the tiles, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
I wonder if I can change the orientation, but I don't think so really. I'm gonna leave it like that. The focus will be mainly tiles. And unfortunately not John's face. So I'm organizing the tiles so that the imperfections are not really visible.
Yeah, this is now not lining up very well because of the wobbly bit of the wall where it comes out here and then goes comes in there and then comes out there, so I had to bring this tile out slightly. But that's putting a knock-on effect to this one.
Do you have an idea what to do to fix?
I'm going to have to put slightly, on this next row, I'm going to have to put some slightly bigger grouting gaps. Look, it's now knocking it all off.
Okay.
Some of these older buildings don't have perfectly straight walls, especially if the bricky was not that professional.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah, so I'm not happy with this.
With that, you're not happy with that?
No, because this bit here came out, so I had to bring this tile, open up the spacing here slightly, which has brought the tile over, which then knocked all of this off. See, it's all perfect on here. That's all perfectly lined up.
It looks like you fixed that bit though, almost. You can push the of this tile the right edge
I
up.
can't push this up.
No,
This is
did it
already-
glue?
This is already started to glue.
Well, try.
I
Is it
can't
gonna be
because
rude?
this is here. That's why this is opened up. Because
There
of
is
this
like a
bit.
slight little bit.
There's not.
Okay, you know
Right
what.
up against the wall.
So what is the issue now then?
Well, it's
Sorry,
now knocking
I was
this one
organising.
over, which is now making these not perfectly lined up.
I see.
See, it's now clashing a little bit.
Okay, well, is that fixable with the grout that's going to come up or?
You'll be able to see that it's not perfectly lined up here. But all along here,
The grout
that's
is not going to fix that?
the grout will ground, but you'll see that the tiles are not perfectly lined up. This has had to come over a bit, but on
Okay.
this next row, I can open up the gap a little bit more, so I've got a bit more wiggle room. If I didn't try and have such tight gaps with the paper clips,
Yeah.
then I'll have a bit more wiggle room. But I wanted small grout gaps.
That idea with the,
So,
that idea with the paper clip is quite cool. What if, oh, look, there's a slight,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
well, push it in,
I
this
can't.
bit more. You could try.
Okay, let's try pushing that up.
Breathe through your nose. Mouth breathing is such an issue. Oh, could it break? Use your nose. We gotta get you some tapes for the nose
Yeah.
to stay open more.
That's lined it up better. But it's still not perfect. I can correct it over time,
Yeah.
over the next few rows. Oh, that's going in the way. That's-
Thank you for helping me with the floor.
You're welcome, madam.
That's gonna look very nice. Very good. I'm very happy that we didn't continue
Not bad
with
for a
the laminate.
Yeah, not bad for a first attempt at tiling.
yeah, that was excellent. Excellent. That's the issue with the laminate.
can automate ASMR with AI.
Yeah. Wow, such a good talent. So, how's it going, Mr. Johnson?
I'm just trying to line these gaps up. This tile is knocking all of these off.
Probably underneath is not very clean.
No, it's nothing to do with it. It's the wall. The wall knocked one off because it came out a little bit and there wasn't enough of a gap to keep them perfectly straight. And it knocked it out,
Yeah.
and then the wall goes back in again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mix up some more tiles.
There you go, some people could be willing to learn how to mix that easy.
On the street.
Curious. Okay, so we're putting a lot of dark cheese there.
just getting to the end of the end of what I've mixed up. So I'm just trying to get every last little bit out. There. So now I can make up some. Where's the rack? Oh, there's the rack. There. Right. I'm starting to be able to compensate for the wonky wall.
Space is more. Space is more.
So I've adjusted the gaps. So the gaps along this edge are not going to be perfect. But then by the time I get them all on the next row towards middle, the gaps should be able to stay perfect all the way along.
Yeah. Okay.
So along this edge, it will, around this area, there's going to be some imperfections in the gaps between the tiles.
Yeah.
But then when we get along the next row, it will all be perfect. Actually, I'll just display it. So around here, there's going to be some imperfections in the gaps because of where the wall here comes out and knocks the tile inwards a little bit, and then so that comes in a bit, and then by the time it gets up here it goes back out again, and here it's further out as well, all the way along there. So that's meant that the gaps here are not perfect, but by the time we get to the next, when we do the next row, it's going to be straight all the way along because I've compensated around here, and I'll be able to keep nice clean gaps all the way along here. And then here, once we've got all of these rows done, we're then going to cut some tiles and fill that bit in there. Right, I need to come now and mix some more up. Do you want to keep the live stream going or?
Video. Thank you so much for helping me with the floor.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. I'll finish for now. Where do I start? What is it there? I don't know. Oh, no.
How do we stop the live stream? Come on.
They want to
Come
chat
on,
about
come on.
diets.
Come on, comments. Can you tell us how we end the live stream?
No, I don't need to end. Ask people to ask you questions.
So,
It'd be very interesting to connect.
what food does everyone like to eat on the carnivore diet? Do you like beef? Or do you like drying sausages? Or making jerky? What is your favourite way of consuming meat?
Oh, I'm good at dry jerky.
Oh, we had one live watcher pop on and then hop off again.
I don't know, depends. In America, in the west parts. So they might be just not eating on the beach right now.
And here's Yana checking out all the tiles, lining all of them up.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have to cut all the one on that wall. You don't need to worry about getting them all out that far because it's going to fill up the room with tiles that we then have to walk around.
I'm checking out the fireplace.
Oh.
It's gonna stand on this side.
Right, let me turn the... You're on camera.
Excellent. Oh, I'm checking out this house.
Let's
Deciding on what should we wear. Yep.
right, show us what you're looking at on the tile.
I'm looking at the chips.
Oh, show the camera. Show the camera what you're looking at.
Over here. That chip, I would like to hide underneath a wall edging.
Right. Right, show us.
There.
Turn around. Have a look.
I'm going to put this one there. Yeah, somewhere nicely hidden away. Over there. Just the wall edging is going to hide the imperfection perfectly. And
Right.
will make it walkable.
We don't want to put too many more out because
Yeah.
we need
We'll
to...
open them.
Yes, exactly, because we're working our way out to the door.
I'm gonna leave here for your space. Do you need that too? Yeah, because you're going to need it now.
Yes.
Alright.
Right. Shall I end the live stream now?
Yeah, if you want to end, I don't mind. I'm just
Okay.
going to continue examining the tile. That's very nice. Very nice too.
Are you sure that you want to stop streaming? Okay. There we go.